right, let's go hometown team books.
Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment.
And if you check out their upcoming schedule, it's hard to find an opponent that's going to stop this streak. I don't know that anyone's on their level right now.
And, you know, that's their attitude, too. I mean, they don't think there's a team in the league that can take them down, and that's a special feeling to have, that kind of confidence. And, you know, with Giannis on the floor, B.A., he's able to completely blow a team out on his own. I mean, he can take over a game with big-time performances. We've seen it.
Holiday. And Holiday powers it home.
Middleton, a scorer by nature, that time showing you he can find his teammates, too.
Here's Conley. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2. You know, with Giannis, as you said, Clark, the numbers he can put up are eye-popping.
Yeah, he can hit you for 40 points and 20 rebounds on any given night, not to mention how well he's grown as a passer. I mean, his assist totals and block shots typically are otherworldly as well.
Knocked away. And stolen by Middleton. And so the ball out of bounds. Middleton touched it last. We played just over a minute here in the first. Conley, he's open. Holiday grabs the miss. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Inside. Got a piece of it. The kick out to Conley. Releases. No good from the wing.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Personal foul. First team foul.
A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo.
I tell you what, he clearly is one of the best players in the league who does not get the same kind of gas that other guys do. But there's no better all-around guard in the NBA than Jrue Holiday.
Excellent movement on the play. The pass on time and on point.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3. And as award voting is wrapping up, Clark, you look at the MVP award. We see legends like Shaq and Kobe who only won it once or twice. Do you think we should split it up into 2 awards? Best statistical season and then best player in the league?
I like the thought there. The NBA elected to do something like that. Player of the year or MVP, and then the statistical leader or standout in another award. I think that might be a way to cover that base.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. Why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Towers? He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Milwaukee in the lead. Here's Middleton. Outside Holiday. Antetokounmpo inside. Pass to Allen. Back to Antetokounmpo. 6 on the shot clock. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
In transition, here they come. It's blocked by Gobert. Bogdanovich on the wing. From the corner. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
Confidence is not lacking with Bogdanovich, and he shows it on these shots
Timeout called, Milwaukee. This game against Utah, the first time they've met this year.
We see these teams face off only twice a year. Last year, each won.
Really easy to tell that this is an important game. I mean, I don't know if the crowd will get a chance to take a breath in this one.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Milwaukee with the ball. Down low. Here's Ibaka. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his first.
That one's on Clarkson.
Second
Yeah,
team
really
foul.
left him no choice there. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And you look at Serge Ibaka's defense. I mean, still solid overall. Not the rim protector, though, that he once was. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Alexander Walker. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Pass to House. Releases. Here's Gay. Clarkson outside. And that misses. That would have put him up.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
Utah trailing here. From outside the arc. They get it back. Poke loose. Now Holiday. Alexander Walker grabs the board. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Clarkson for 3. Here's Whiteside. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Wow, he really fires up his team with his ability to extend possessions.
Pass to Matthews. Here's Nora. Sinks the tray.
Matthews has a nice feel, guys, for when a teammate has a clean look, gets him the ball.
Out to the wing. House. And so, lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter. The Bucks on top. They lead by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you, stat-wise?
You could really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Clarkson outside. No good on the 3. To the paint. Here's Lopez. And it's blocked by Whiteside.
And Whiteside takes great pride in rejecting shots. Outstanding in getting his arms up and denying shooters.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Whiteside.
Drew Holiday signed a 4-year, $134 million extension to remain in Milwaukee. His coach, Mike Budenholzer, said, "You can't appreciate the strength and the physicality he brings until you see it night in and night out. What he does defensively, once you're around it, it's even more impressive." Guys?
All right, good stuff there, Allie.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Changes up. And it's Mitchell laying it in. Mitchell's got his second bucket on the night.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Middleton, left side. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one. And Guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Bucks?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
One thing I've also noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off turnovers.
You know, for a 15-year guy who has battled through injuries, Gay can still get off the floor and be highly productive. He's still explosive. So you can't sleep on this guy just because he's got some miles on his legs. He can still go.
Pass to Matthews. Takes the three. Rebound, Utah.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
And even though his games played have been up and down, Clark Gay has been very consistent in his production over the years.
Yeah, he'll give you solid shooting and rebounding, B.A. I mean, he's a versatile defender. And I think he's a much more disciplined player at both ends now, and that typically happens the longer you are in the league. You learn how to fold them and when to go.
So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution.
On offense, here's Utah. They're on a 13-5 run.
Bucks foul. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Outside Mitchell. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Mike Conley with the hole, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
Pass to Matthews.
2 minutes remaining in the
Another
first
shot.
half. 2 minutes.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
O'Neal.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
Shooting for Milwaukee.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Jazz.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the ball and piling up the assists.
Mitchell's shot is good. And, you know, taking a look into your crystal ball, Clark, which team do you think has the brightest future?
Well, that's a tough one, B.A. There are a lot of teams that have really some outstanding young stars on their rosters. I mean, you look at the Celtics with Tatum and Brown, that duo is dynamic. And then the Mavs with Luka Doncic, clearly that guy is a star and a long-time star barring injury. And how about the Pelicans? Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson, the Phoenix Suns, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, Mikal Bridges. I mean, those are four teams I rattled off that would fall into that category for sure.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul.
Antetokounmpo.
That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
1:05 left in the second quarter. Outside Conley. And the three-pointer goes. Conley's got 5 points.
That's great court awareness. Mitchell's just reliable at noticing when his guys are uncovered.
Pass to O'Neal. Takes a three. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. And now a 10-point Jazz lead. And the basket by Antetokounmpo.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's O'Neal. Portis with the steal. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Allen. Got a hand on it.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team. That's why they're ahead.
With incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim. That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Here's Gobert. And so it's Utah, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Their work from distance has been impressive, and it's put them in this lead right now. We'll be back in a moment. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. Utah leading. It's stolen by Holiday. In transition, here come the Bucks. And Giannis throws it down.
Giannis has taken it up a notch here, and he's always one of the more consistent players in the league, night in and night out, and he's getting it done tonight. And, you know, when Giannis takes a shot, the defense wins if it's a shot outside of the paint. They want him taking jumpers.
Back to Conley. Pass to O'Neal. Shot clock at 5. That one's good, and it's Conley who picks up the assist.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
You know, Clark, with Giannis, it's impossible to keep him out of the paint.
Well, once he gets in there, it's too late. I mean, fortunately, he knows that's his strength, and he butters his bread in there. Still, sometimes he'll bail out a team with that jump shot.
Pass to Allen. Middleton outside. Outside Holiday. Let's go with a 3. That shot off the mark. And Utah will come the other way.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Well, the aggressive approach from Giannis, I like it. Not settling for the layup, instead punching it on. That's the way you do it.
Utah calls timeout. And Chris Middleton, a great three-point shooter, but he's got a deadly mid-range game as well, Grant.
Middleton is just flat out a shooter. Can pull up from anywhere on the floor. If you give him the mid-range, he'll take it and punish you.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
This Bucks team is arguably the most talented in franchise history. At the same time, the East has gotten tougher, so the Bucks are looking to improvise. Giannis said, quote, "We're getting better, trying new things, changing our schemes. That's something we think is going to help us." Brian?
Using the regular season to experiment, Allie. Interesting. Thank you. Back to Holiday. And Pascal secures it.
And he